The following portion of Good Day PA is sponsored by Record Eraser PA Pardon Services, LLC. Record Eraser via PA Pardon Services helps Pennsylvanians who have been arrested or convicted of crimes. It can help to expunge, pardon, or seal their criminal records. With details, we welcome CEO Mark Walmer and also Anastasia Lanis. Thank you both for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Mark, let's explain more about what you do. What is PA Pardon Services, recorderaser.net, and how really did you get started?
So I have been in criminal courts for over 30 years as a former prosecuting attorney and a defense attorney, and I have watched tens of thousands of criminal convictions being given out, but I don't think it was ever the intention of the system that records would follow someone long after they had walked off probation, paid their fines and costs, and it continues to handicap them in their housing, employment, and education. And so in 2013, I founded PA Pardon Service, and my practice is limited to helping people research and review criminal records to see what can be cleared and when.
So is an attorney needed to clear a criminal record?
Well, technically an attorney is not needed to clear a record, but there's a lot of complicated rules and laws, and it's even difficult to analyze a criminal record. And just from my experience, my practice is limited to filing pardons. You don't have to be an attorney to file a pardon. Expungements are just easier to file as an attorney, so it's sort of a combination, but it all starts with reviewing the record to see what can be cleared and when. And that's actually sort of a difficult part of it.
And that was my next question, really. What records can be cleared and how and when can you do that?
Okay, so we'll cover this very quickly. So the first thing we need to do is see the record so we can analyze it. Non-convictions can usually be cleared quickly with an expungement. Convictions need to be pardoned by the governor before they can disappear. And now there's a new statute called Clean Slate 3.0 that lets you seal a record, mostly if they are older records over 10 years old, but that has its own analysis as well. So it really all begins with, at recorderaser.net, we do free research, free analysis to tell you what can be cleared and when, so you can pick a path forward.
And how long does this process really take?
You take this one.
So the process can actually take for pardons a few years and for expungements a few months. If you check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Record Eraser, we have a ton of informational videos by Mark that go through the timeline and the process in more detail.
And why don't you talk to us a little about what records are we talking that can be really erased, and why would someone need them? You sort of mentioned that a little bit.
Well, really, anytime you've been in criminal court, even if charges were withdrawn, you probably have a record. Withdrawn charges can be expunged, but any misdemeanor or felony conviction has to be pardoned by the governor after we file an application in front of the Board of Pardons, and that's what our practice is limited to.
So how can viewers really get started? You mentioned that there is a video, but what are the first steps?
The first step is always to go to recorderaser.net, fill out a form. We need your date of birth. If you have a record, you can send it to us to review. If you don't have your record, we can either run a public search on it, or we can ask the Pennsylvania State Police for your record, and then we analyze it to tell you what can be cleared and when. It all starts with recorderaser.net and filling out the form.
Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
You are welcome. And the previous portion of Good Day PA was sponsored by PA Pardon Services. We will be right back.